Okay, everybody, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whichever applies, depending on where you're watching this from. Welcome back to BSG Online 7. My name's Double Double. I'll be a host for this one specifically, and we'll get to this. We've got this one ready to go, but first we have a €15 donation to read out from Pickle. No comment, but thank you very much for your €15.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn to go then?
Exactly, yes. Let's see some Battleblock theater with your runner, Paulister. Take it away.
Alright, hello everybody, I'm Paulister. I hope you're having a fantastic time zone wherever you may be. This is Battleblock Theater. It's a lovely 2D puzzle/action platformer by the Behemoth. If you know people from Newgrounds, you probably know these guys. They've made Pit People, they've made Castle Crashers, they've made, what else? Alien Hominid. So if you know any of these games, you know what you're about to witness through this game. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be blazing through 8 chapters with 11 stages per chapter. And we're going to be using our trusted weapons, the Force Ball and the Frog Bomb. How we're going to be using them, I'll explain throughout the run. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the action. We're gonna get started with the run in 3, 2, 1, go. And off we go. We're gonna start off by skipping this intro cutscene. This little countdown doesn't really do much else besides just count down for a little bit. Then we're just going to go straight into Chapter 1 as I begin to explain roughly what we're going to be doing. So in this game, there are 8 chapters worth of platforming stages. And in each chapter, there are 15 stages, which are divvied up into different types. There is 9 scenes, which are your regular stages, like the one I'm traversing right now. Go here, get 3 gems, and then hit the exit. Thankfully, there's exactly 3 gems here. We can complete the stage just like that. All lovely, all great, all amazing. Then there is one secret stage which is hidden in one of the scenes. The same scene each time, the same spot, so it's consistent. You'll see how it becomes useful in a little bit once we get to it. We then also have 2 finale stages, which are at the end of each chapter. They are timed challenges, which I think you will come to realize very soon. They're basically the same as scenes because we're just really fast like that. And then, finally, we have 3 encores. Again, timed challenges, but we're not going to be going through those for this category because this is any percent no level skips. The definition for any percent no level skips is we need to get a rank of C or above, which is basically the bare minimum to clear the stage. In the 9 scenes, and then the 2 finale stages. So that's basically like doing the bare minimum to hit the exit. There is a tiny wrinkle to that plan, but we'll get to that when we get to it. For now, let's just vibe a little bit with the music and the banging soundtrack. As I explain a thing that you might have witnessed that I didn't really explain, the Force Ball came into effect in these last 2 stages. The way it works is pretty heckin' simple. You fire a Force Ball, and then you hit it, and it takes you places. So, I think we will see a little bit more of this in this stage and the next. But basically, I just go through here. I avoid ya boy. There we go, get boosted by these things. And then go here, jump up. And then here in this corner, fire the Force Ball, and it boosts me upwards. I'm also going to use it here to detonate this mine bridge and then get past it just that little bit faster. Avoid these cats, which tend to be a bit of a troll, especially the one on the far left there, because it tends to match your pace as you go over it and then bonks you down and just before the finish. So you get to be a little bit careful with that. So yeah, when the Force Ball explodes, it sends you flying places. So like that. And then over here, do a little double jump, go up here, stand on this cat after getting bonked by the ball, and that pushes us through the ice. So basically the horizontal momentum kind of gives us a lot of speed through ice. These cats are going to troll us, called it, and again, Okay, thankfully this cat was actually helpful. That one wasn't. So now I have to drop down again. Thankfully I don't have to get that gem again, so I can just go like this. And just get this third gem through this hidden path. Do be mindful, there's lots of little secret paths like the one you just witnessed. So we're just going to be going through them quite a bit throughout this run. Any chance we get and any chance where it's faster or useful, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And now in this stage, we're going to be doing a frame-perfect trick. Ooh, spooky. And I just did it. So that is what is known, or what I like to call, the Omega Boost. Effectively, what it does is you need to fire the force ball on the exact next frame from the one in which you jump. If you do that right, then you should be able to boost upwards. However, if you boost on the same frame that you jump, the force ball will never come out. So you're just being boosted, so you're just like dropping down. If you boost too late, so one frame too late, you get boosted downwards. And depending on where you're standing, that means you're either, well, falling in water or just, having to try again. Now, remember that definition of the rule set I mentioned earlier? Well, in this stage, we're gonna bend that a little bit. If I can get this strat right, there we go. So I'm just gonna go here, switch to frog, and then drop down here and enter the secret stage, which I'm then going to immediately menu out of and proceed to the next stage. So yeah, basically, entering the secret stage, for some reason, gives us the C rank, or basically is enough for the any % no-level skips requirements for this run. So we do it every chance we can get. So you will hear a glimpse of ouch. A glimpse of ouch, yes. You will hear a glimpse of the secret soundtrack every once in a while in every chapter, but not for very long. I could have had a donation incentive for people to hear the secret soundtrack at the very end in chapter 8, which has a really fun little secret stage there, but nah, I got lazy. I'm sorry. But that's all good and fine. We go to stage 1-9, the last stage before the finales. And there we go. I just kind of grapple here. Ouch. The idea there was to try and undercut the lava block and hit the left side instead of the bottom side. But that's like a minor optimization. Oops. There we go. It's a minor optimization to go for, so it's no big deal if I miss it. I'm gonna dodge these lasers, and we're gonna hopefully, if I do this right, get a fun little boost here. Like so. There we go. Lovely. So yeah, basically what I did there, it's a little bit harder than it looks, but not too hard. Basically, I held left and then bonked the wall above the lava block. And then as soon as I was flush with the wall, I kind of let go of directional inputs and I let myself drop down. And then once I did that, I fired the force ball, which, because I was on ice and then had a lava block on my left, boosted me further towards the right than it did towards up. And that's like some important distinctions between the different blocks and how they affect your boosts if you're boosting from a corner. So yeah, we're gonna go through here so you can see a little bit of the finale stage action as it happens. Basically, you get this little countdown timer. This cat is gonna block our path. I'm gonna switch to frog because I don't care about cats. I'm gonna drop down. Cats are gonna try and troll me. They're gonna fail. Gonna jump over using this frog, and boom. Gonna move on just like that. All very nice, all cool, and all that. Amazing. And yeah, basically, there's this countdown that tells you, ooh, best finish the stage before that. But you will see that it's never an issue. So yeah, one thing I did there that you might have noticed is I stood right next to the laser without dying from it. This is a running theme with most hazards in this run, and in this game in general. A lot of hazards have like a pixel or two of leeway on either side, so you can just kind of like stand on it without actually dying from the hazard. So that includes lasers, that includes spikes, and in some cases it also includes buzzsaws, which kind of move left and right.
You sure know how to make the best of a confusing and hopeless situation, but boy, this place is quite the...
But we'll see that later, basically. But yeah, that was chapter 1, nice and quick, the shortest chapter of the bunch. They get a little bit longer from here on out, and also, obviously, harder. You will see towards the second half of the run how terrible things can get. Foreshadowing. Very, very obvious foreshadowing. But yeah, let me just hop up here, fire this force ball, boost it forwards, and as we proceed through chapter 2. Now, it's a little bit satisfying if you can get this chapter just right, which I did. Lots of tiny micro optimizations happening there in order to make sure that I get all the fastest stuff in that stage. So basically, I had to stand as close to the water as possible to fire the force ball so that I can jump on it and land on the other side of it so I can boost it forwards instead of backwards. And then another element of RNG is that portal that I went through. Sometimes it boosts you all the way forward, sometimes it doesn't. So that's always exciting to get boosted forwards. Another secret stage here, by the way. But yeah, lots of tiny little things to consider when you're running this game. It's effectively 88 little pieces of optimization and strats and routing and use of weapons. And blind boosts like the one I just did. There's some cats here. Their behavior usually is kind of consistent moving forward. Or it's kind of unobtrusive enough that I don't have to worry about it, basically. But there we go. Lovely as can be. Yeah. I will confess, kind of drawing a blank on what to say. So, Double, if you have any plugs or any messages you want to say, go right ahead, my friend.
Alright, well, I certainly do have something, such as this €15 donation by Lasertrap.
Hey!
With a comment saying, what a fantastic run by Pickle to get sub 45 in a marathon, beating a world record that stood for almost 4 years. €5 for the revive and €10 for the death. Thank you very much, Lasertrap, for the $15, following in Pickle's footsteps.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you for the donations, everyone. Now let's keep them coming for Mind, a lovely, lovely charity. Ouch. I'm trying to say something nice here, game, please. But yeah, there we go. What you saw there is me getting bonked by that boomerang, and of course, when you get bonked by the boomerang, you kind of get a little stunned, and you don't have your jump inputs. You lose any upward momentum you may have had, so you just fall downwards. And if there's a water pool below you, you're falling in there. You sure are falling in there. But yeah, moving on. Let's go to the left here, boost upwards through this little hidden path, and then hit this checkpoint, go this way. Wait for the cannon, which I saw turn in my direction, and wait for it to fire a little bit. What you will notice as well, especially as you move towards higher levels of speedrunning this game, that a lot of it is kind of trying to make sure you notice certain like weapon cycles before they happen, like little minutia that is coming up ahead. So you saw, like, you probably saw the cannon for like a few frames. Yeah, I had to kind of like look out for it on the corner of the screen to make sure that I'm on the right cycle. Because if I didn't do that, God help me, it would have been a semi-blind boost, and in that specific case, definitely would have killed me. But yeah, let's move this way. I'm gonna try for a certain boost here. Hopefully, I can get it, and I did! I'm so happy. Lovely little boost. You basically fire the force ball like roughly on the frame that you hit that lava block, and then you jump up, and then you hit it, and it boosts you upwards. And if you arrive at that segment at the exact right time, then the Ferdinands, as they're called, or these little woolly blocks, are not going to be in your path. So you can just boost all the way up and hit the finish, which is lovely. So here's a stage that can cause a lot of trouble. That first laser, if it fires as early as it can, then it will absolutely kill you if you play the first segment of that stage perfectly, of just going to the corner and boosting. And there's not much you can do about it. But honestly, it's a million times better to just go for it every single time and just die to it, because that's like a 3-second time loss, 3 to 5 second time loss if you don't. Another segment is that last bit with the ice that you saw there. The ice can just stun you, and again, if you're iced, you cannot move at all. And you have to like just sit there and just go until you thaw out. Or until they hit you with ice again, which replenishes the ice cooldown. Fun, fun, fun for the whole family. Ouch! I just died because I went too fast for these mine blocks to respawn. So let's try that one more time. There we go. Small time loss. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I think.
That's great.
But yeah, lovely little finishing segment there. And then we just boost up here. This is a rather risky stage. Or rather, a stage with a rather risky strat. That checkpoint there is the only checkpoint we're going to hit for a while. I'm going to hold left here to avoid the toxic bubbles and this cannon. And then I'm just going to keep going. There is no checkpoints that we're going to be hitting here for a while. So let me just do this. And that's exactly what happens if you don't do everything perfectly right. You respawn there. Basically, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try that strat again because my positioning was a bit off. So let me just go here, stand there. There we go. That's how that's supposed to be done. So what happened there basically was the recoil from the force ball boost replenished my jumps. So I did a double jump, got recoiled, got my double jumps back, and then used those to cross this big gap that was just spikes. Could I have saved that in any other way? Yes, absolutely I could. I'm just an idiot. Sorry, what? I didn't say anything. But yeah, basically, again, could have used that pixel leeway that I told you about earlier to get to save myself, but it didn't happen. So I had to like basically redo that stage effectively. There we go. So now you saw me switch to frog at the start of this stage. That is paramount to this stage because again, had to use that frog as a stepping stone to skip a minor puzzle section in about 5 seconds worth of playing this game. And I've switched back to force ball here, which shouldn't be too much of an issue, but it was, unfortunately, because these cats perfectly followed me to the end. Now here's a funky little strat that I like to do. There it is! And I just clipped through that stage. That was lovely. But yeah, basically, I used that frog as a bit of a, as like a recoil point for me to fire my force ball as I'm flush almost with the wall, and then hit that force ball, get hit by it, and then boost it into the wall just enough so that when I fire another force ball, I get ejected over on the other side. That's 5 seconds saved right there if done perfectly.
Way to bite the bullet so far.
So
you
yeah,
don't even complain about the prison
that's chapter
food,
2.
which is shocking because...
There we go. So that was chapter 2, which was lovely, lovely stuff. And now we're going on to chapter 3. Excuse me. A little frog in my throat wanted to say hello. But yeah, on to chapter 3. In this first stage, has a lot of Omega boosts. Well, a lot. 2 of them, specifically. Which is more than most stages. So there's the first one we already did. And we're gonna try and do this one. We only get one try at it, and we failed. So we're just gonna do this back up here, which is just the boost off the bottom corner. It is slightly faster if you just go for the Omega boost, but if it doesn't work, there's an easy backup like just below it, so that's cool and good. So let me proceed on. We're gonna switch to Frog here. We have 2 more Frog walks here. I'm gonna go for, please. Bruh. Bruh. Okay, I am not getting it. Let me just... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I was gonna go for a blind boost, but with the way I've been handling this initial section, I don't feel confident in that, so I'm just gonna do the safe strat of disabling these 2 fans to grab this gem. There is another gem up there, up top, on that, where you see that laser in the top right corner that just disappeared. And I could have boosted blindly towards it, but I decided, nah, not gonna do that. Thankfully, that cat pushed me in the exact direction I wanted to go anyway, so thank you, cat, for that. We're then gonna go over here, or we're gonna hit the finish line, or the exit, specifically. Okay. I just realized I don't have water. Lovely. Might take a moment in a little while to check whether my my water bottle over in the distance, over yonder, has some water. In that case, I'll bring it over. Otherwise, I'll try and fill it in good time. I just dodged that laser, by the way, which was going to kill me if I was even a few frames slower. Gonna avoid these cats and then hit the left side of these lava blocks to get boosted to the finish line that much faster. So that's always lovely. As you might have already noticed, any chance we get, we hit the left side of those blocks to get boosted towards the finish line, or whichever direction it is we wish to go to. So let's go over to this next stage. There are certain stages that I don't know off the top of my head how they work. Like, I need to see the stage layout before I can... Oh my god! Wow, these cats! Amazing. Yeah. Sometimes I have to just look at the start of the level to remember the rest of it. And oh boy, I really need to put a note about this stage, because good god, that start section? Yeah, it can troll you. Like, the cats, as you saw, control you. In that case, they can throw you upwards into the cannons. And even when you dodge the cannons, like... like, even when you dodge the cannons, basically, like, you can... No, wait. Even when you dodge the cats, sorry, misspoke there. When you dodge the cats, like, you have to boost upwards through the cannons, so they can still kill you, even if you do everything perfectly. So, that's a very trolly section, and it has been a hot minute since I got it perfect. Oh god. Okay. I was not expecting that. There we go. That should be slightly better now. There we go. So let's go through here, boost upwards. And this section, I like to call the jabataning. Take a wild guess as to why that is. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I just put the name on my splits because I felt like it. But yeah, moving right along. So I'm just gonna clear out this path, gonna dodge that cannon projectile, because yes. And then gonna move through this section here. This would have been a really cool stage to employ the get 3 gems and just death warp back to the start strat. But unfortunately that's not possible because the exit is blocked by a light bridge that we have to actually wrap around to the end of the stage to unlock, like we just did. But imagine if that wasn't there. The strat for this stage would look wildly different. it would be just skip all the checkpoints, get 3 gems, and then just return to the start of the stage because the exit is directly underneath it. Take a mental note of that, of what I just said. We'll be using that in the future. You'll see, you'll see. For now, we're just going to be vibing here at Chapter 3, taking these wings, flapping upwards, all alike, hitting that checkpoint. And this is the first instance we see of these little puzzle blocks. I say puzzle blocks because, well, they're not exactly the hardest puzzle in the world. Basically, you need to get those dials to match. And the way you do that is you hit one of the edge blocks until the other 2 blocks match, and then you hit the other edge block until all 3 blocks match. So that's pretty simple, pretty easily done. So, yeah, not the most groundbreaking level 10 Chris Ramsey YouTube video worthy puzzle, but you know, it's a little something to entertain the youngins. But yeah, let's go through this segment here. This stage is another jebataning stage. We're gonna hit this, and then we're gonna slap this cat. It's not gonna want to get slapped, but it's gonna fall down exactly where we want it to anyway. In the perfect spot for this Rackalope to not go for us, but for the cat. So, yeah. There are times where that cat will avoid your spike, and it will actually go to the other side of the stage, avoiding the Rackalope. And so you're just gonna have to like deal with the Rackalope yourself, which is obviously quite slow. But thankfully, that is all good and fine. Let's drop down here. This is another stage with a secret in it. I almost went for that gem there, despite the fact that you don't really need 3 gems here to get to the secret. So let's go. We first gotta wait for all of these lasers to clear out, and Jesus Christ, we hit the worst possible pattern. Jeez Louise. There's the secret, and there we go. Yeah, basically, having all of those lasers fire one after the other so that the light bridge turns on like block by block by block by block. It's not fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, let's move right along to this finale stage. We're gonna be hitting that Wooly block, not overshooting it like I did in practice yesterday. And then we're gonna hit this little jetpack, and then moving forward this way, getting this platform up here to rise, because there's another hidden path with a gem. And then we're gonna skip this puzzle, oh boy, like that, and then there we go. Otherwise, you would have to like enable and then go through portals and then disable more light bridges and then do all of that stuff. And that's like 20 seconds right there. So we're just gonna like push that through the clouds. Disable these last 2 fans because we can jump up over this one and get into the exit. Just like that. Lovely. And then go through here. And at the end of this segment, there is another Rackalope, a thing that eats you if you're not careful, and you go like right where its mouth is. So I'm just gonna try and avoid that with a semi-consistent setup. I'm not gonna say consistent, because I have been burnt before. Like, it's definitely a little bit of a little technique dependent. And that was the worst possible pattern I could get with the Rackalope facing towards me, but I still dodged it, which is very nice, very fine and dandy, very nice. Basically, Rackalopes can spawn facing either towards the left or towards the right. And depending on towards where they're facing...
You've really got the crowd eating from your delicate hands now. There's never a dull moment with you at the helm.
There we go, thank you very much, Mr. Narrator-san. Yeah, depending on where they're facing, they can make certain strats easier or harder. Because if they have to turn around to face you, that's a little animation where their eating trigger does not happen. So you can like avoid them a little bit faster. Anyway, welcome to Chapter 4. This chapter is Frog Stravaganza, if that's even a word. But basically, we're going to be using our frog person here a lot. So I'm gonna be placing him here to skip these spike segments, right, like so. Then proceeding onwards like this, getting the gem from underneath here, and then going up this way, and then just like that. And then firing another frog to skip this last segment, avoiding the cannon. There we go. And finishing that stage with flying colors. Lovely, just like that. But yeah, you will see a lot of frog here, not so much force ball, but that's all good. That's fine. That's great. Let's move on to this next stage, which we're gonna be going through like this, getting in through this portal. Not getting this checkpoint, but that's okay. There's another one here. There we go. Avoiding the boomerang, which is harder than it looks, and it can be exactly where you need to be, which is less than ideal, but it's fine. The checkpoint's right there. We can just respawn and try again. We're gonna avoid this laser and then hit that. Just like that. Amazing. Amazing, lovely, exceptional, Excelsior! One might argue. But yeah, that was very well done actually. I'm really happy. But yeah, we're gonna wait here now for this boulder. So I'm just gonna take a moment here and just focus a little bit. Double, if you have any more plugs, any more messages, hit me.
Alright, I certainly will. Because I recall you mentioning Mind, the donation we're raising money for whenever the earlier donation, so allow me to talk a little more about Mind. And the sort of the things they do. Because in every region of the world, mental disorders surpass 10% of the population. Governments seem to lack momentum in reducing the burden of mental health problems, as only 55% have mental health awareness and only 8% have suicide prevention plans. Organizations like Mind help raise awareness to the issue, helping us get one step closer into a world where everyone gets the help they need. And so yeah, that is the sort of thing that your donations are going towards. So any euro that gets donated is highly appreciated. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you very much, Double. But yeah, keep those donations coming. I would love to see BSG hit 1,000 euros for Mind. So let's make it happen. Let's make 2,000 happen. I'd love to see that. But yeah, what you just saw there, you saw the game freeze for a moment and for a little golden hat animation play, while Double was making just putting up the messages about Mind. That is a golden hat, and the way it works is the darndest thing. Basically, it's a random event that just kind of happens every once in a while. And basically the way it works is you don't know when it's gonna happen. And when it does happen, it just freezes all gameplay for 4 seconds to tell you, hey look, I'm a golden hat. I know you like golden hats, don't deny it, you tiny coward. And if you collect me and take me to the finish, that's 10 gems. So what's not to love? Yeah. I'll tell you what's not to love. 4 seconds of time loss is not to love. And yeah, if you indeed take it to the finish line, that's another 4 seconds where your character celebrates having collected this golden hat. Also, I just got that spike jump first try. It's hard. It's way harder than it looks to skip that gap like that. So yeah, I'm really chuffed to get that. But yeah, lots of little skips here and there, lots of sequence breaks, because on our path there is just, you know, a lovely. There's just a lovely. There it is. There's my friend Lovely. Now, what I was gonna say is just there's 3 gems on our way to the finish, even when we skip all of the stuff. So we just skip to the finish. So yeah, relevant to this segment, which leads us to our next secret, I have a little pun what does a sheep do when it speedruns? It mashes.
You'll be fine, so long as you find the gems and don't die. Good luck.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. More than I'm willing to admit.
Oh, I see.
Also, this is perhaps like the first or like second time I've done that in a run commentary. So, let me have my moment. Yes, so yeah, lovely puns aside, lovely little segment where force balls control you. Thankfully, they've only done so very lightly, so there we go.
That's how you don't do it.
So yeah, I think we can, let me see how 4-9 goes. I'm going to switch to frog here, because of a frog walk that I'm going to have to do in a moment. So I'm going to go up here. I said I'm going to go up here, like that. Skip that entire puzzle section by using that frog to walk across. Just like that. We're going to enable that light bridge. Switch to force ball while we're at it. Open up this path. That is not opening this path. Open up this path, I said. Perfect timing for that, actually. Exactly when the grenade was gonna get stuck by it, we got the thing. I'm gonna throw this boulder just to jump across this gap, because we don't need anything else, because we can jump 3 block high gaps, just like that. And yeah, that is always quite amazing.
Good for you.
There we go. It's an early morning here, so if I seem a little bit droopy-eyed or a little tired, then yeah, it is 8 a.m., which is earlier than I usually wake up. So yeah. There we go. So now we're gonna go into this finale. We're gonna switch to frog again for this first segment here. Gonna dodge this grenade just barely as it drops into the water. Then use the frog again to get through this to this segment with the Ferdinands. Then we're gonna do perhaps the first instance of what is a double rock throw. Basically, it's as simple as taking the rock, grabbing it, throwing it, jumping immediately after you throw the rock, while holding down the grab button. Oh wait, yeah, I got trolled by these boulders. Unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? Here we go. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. There we go. And boom. Oh, got trolled. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was talking about something and I forgot about it. But yeah, oh yeah, the double rock throw, like that. There was another instance of it, but basically, throw while holding down the grab button, and jump towards the boulder once again, and as soon as you grab it, throw it a second time while you are in midair. So it's just like, I don't know what that was. That was me trying to like impersonate a double rock throw, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that is chapter 4 so far.
Take my dainty hand as I whisk you back to a time long forgotten, long before the
There we go. And that is chapter 4 done. And now we're going to enter the second half of this run. Oh, dearie me. Goodness gravy. Holy cannoli spaghetti. Or something. Yeah, the second half of this run is far and away the harder part of this run. And this first stage really just kind of like ramps up the difficulty. So first of all, we're gonna dodge these buzzsaws here, like so. And then we're gonna do this little tough skip, which I didn't do, but it got me up here, so I'm just gonna capitalize on that. And as soon as this light bridge turns on, I'm just gonna go up here. Normally, you're supposed to skip that as well, because that boost throws you into that little gap in the corner anyway. And then we're gonna wait for this little guy here to do his thing. And that's not gonna happen, so I'm just gonna do that casual strat because the frog pushed it in the wrong direction. Lovely. Riveting. There we go. So yeah, basically what was gonna happen there was I was gonna be set on fire. And then because I got set on fire, I could then extinguish myself in the water. And as we all know, when you extinguish your fire in water, you get boosted upwards. As the same way it happens in real life, you know? Exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Alright, so on to this next stage. This next stage basically has a lot of switching back and forth between weapons. I'm not sure if I switched weapon. I did. Very nice. So now I'm going to switch back to Force Ball for this boost that's coming up here once this light bridge disappears. There we go. I'm going to die to the buzzsaw again because I keep forgetting that I can just wait and do a single jump because that is just the exact height I need to dodge these hazards. Excuse me. The coffee is kicking in, and usually when the coffee is kicking in, it kind of hurts my throat just a tiny bit. So, yes. Usually that happens. Another little stage here where we're going to have to try and go as fast as possible because it's very much cycle-based here. So, the sooner we can get through some cycles, the better. But I think I should be good here. Yes, so I'm going to switch back. And then we're going to slide through here, wait for this. There we go, lovely. And then go this way. Some lovely cycle work. I managed to save that by doing the thing that I wasn't able to do earlier. And that is hit the pixel of the corner of the spike. So now you know exactly what that looks like. So now I'm going to go like this. And then try and get that jetpack fail. I'm going to use the backup boost to get to the finish. Whew. So yeah, a few saves here and there. Otherwise, I probably would have lost a bit more time. Just dying and going back to the last checkpoint. But it's fine. Basically what happened there was I double jumped a little bit too fast, which didn't take me the full way up 3 blocks, which destroyed my jump height. And I just kind of like destroyed the bridges because of it without being able to stand on them and replenishing my double jump. Anyway, moving on. I tried to get that. Alas, it didn't happen. There we go. So we can just boost upwards here. And this last section can be quite stressful. I'm just hoping, I said, that I don't die in this segment. Thankfully, I didn't. And I'm home free. Lovely. Because, yeah, I didn't hit that last checkpoint if you noticed. So if I died there, oh boy, that would have been not good. Anyway, moving right along, here is a very difficult strat, which I'm not going to be able to get, so I'm just going to do the backup. Basically, the idea there is that I'm trying to skip that checkpoint that I just hit by trying to hit that lava block that's like in the top right corner of it. Like to the top right of that. But instead that didn't happen, so I'm just going to have to take the safe strat of frogging to the checkpoint and then frogging back. Which is less than ideal, but it still saves me time compared to my PB. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that. Yeah. Now, there we go. So we're just going to wait for these stamps to hit the clipboard. Fun fact, by the way, more often than not, the idea is you should probably try and get exactly 3 gems. No more, no less. No less because, of course, you're not going to be able to exit. No more because every single stamp you have to collect, every single stamp that has to be put on that clipboard is 0.3 seconds of time loss. So if you care about that, you're going to want to be careful about your gem routing and try to minimize every time you get extra gems. Especially if collecting extra gems takes you out of your predetermined path. And you actually lose time from getting to the exit when you could have had 3 gems anyway. So, yeah. Food for thought. Yeah. Save the gems or save brains? It's an important question. Alright, moving right along. So there we go. Okay, we're gonna try here and go for this little boost, which we did. Lovely. We're then gonna skip this little wall here. And at the end of this stage, we have what is known as Hell Room. I call it Hell Room affectionately. I promise. There we go. You can just jump up here. And this is Hell Room. And I was just able to skip that. So basically what's supposed to happen in Hell Room is there's these 3 cats and this robot that fires rockets in this very confined space. The cats control you, the rocket can home in on you, and if you know anything about these rockets in Battleblock Theater, they can be big trolls. There we go. 1 second. Let me just hop down again here, because this is what I was supposed to do at the beginning. Let's get that little boost there. There we go. Kind of go like that. But yeah, a lot of things control you and kill you and send you back to the checkpoint, and it is more consistent than you think for you to die than to actually get to the finish. But what I did there was try to use the fact that cats sometimes will just jump. So basically what I did was try to hit, to just stay on a cat's head, and as soon as it was high enough, just try and use the clouds to hit the finish. So, yeah, that was fun, for the most part. But yeah, there we go. So this stage is, again, very much cycle-based. And thankfully, I seem to have gotten the ideal cycle for this run. I'm gonna try for an Omega Boost here, which I'm gonna get first try. Let's go. I'm gonna wait here, actually, because that would have been certain death there. Otherwise. But yeah. Lovely stuff. Gonna jump up here. Like this. Oh, I got sniped by the laser. But I can't get sniped twice, right? Right. Oh boy. I'm gonna then try this little boost, which I got second try, which I'm happy with. It's very nice. It's lovely. But yeah, very much a very cycle-based stage, very technical stage. So, getting it perfect is harder than it looks. Especially because you saw how you can mess up. In at least half the ways you can mess up specifically. So yeah, on to Chapter 5 finale. Let's just, there we go. Let's just go through here. I'm gonna stand on the top of these platforms. And then I'm gonna switch to Frog here to skip this little puzzle segment by going like this, instead of going to get the boulder and then just try and like hit like a light bridge that takes me to the other side. Nah, I have a Frog. I don't need your light bridges. You fool. You tiny coward. I mean, what? There we go. We have this little duck shark, because that's its name. It's a duck shark. Helping us across the gap by disabling the fans. And we're gonna boost up because we have the ideal cycle here, the faster cycle. Perfect. And we're gonna get sniped by that buzzsaw. I was not expecting that to happen. We're gonna get sniped again. Oh god. There we go. That's what I was that's what I was going to do there. Basically, if you try and hit that lava block as low as possible, then you need that platform that toggles on and off to reach the other side. But if you do it a little bit higher, you don't need it. You can actually just clear the gap. Apparently, if you do it too high, you hit the buzzsaw. The more you know. But yeah, there we go. That's chapter 5. So, GG's on that. Lovely, lovely stuff. As we move on to chapter 6, which is, I would argue, slightly easier than chapter 5, but still harder than the previous 4 chapters that we had to go through.
So. It truly does. But where did it come?
But there we go. We're on to chapter 6. Over here, and this first stage is again a very tricky one. It has a wall clip, so if you like your wall clips, stay tuned. Well, first what we're going to do is going to stand here, fire the force ball, get boosted upwards, go through here, air slap, go like this. Go for a boost on this little thingy here, and here is a double rock throw, and then rock throw, rock throw, rock throw, rock throw, to open up this little segment, and here's your wall clip. I hope you're happy. We're gonna use this frog to skip that section where we have to escort the duck shark to the finish. And then we're just gonna go here, take this little block. Oh, oy. Put it on the little block there to unlock the exit. Lovely, lovely stuff. And then hit the exit. What I was hoping to do there was stand far enough away from that block so that the momentum from the force ball would push me horizontally. But that didn't happen, so F. But that's fine, we still have this stage where we get boosted into the secret stage. Just like that. Again, very little. You get very little of the secret stage. What can you do about it? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But there's only so much I can show to you, all while going fast at the same time. So we're on to the next here. There we go. There we go. And we're gonna get through this section. And this is what I like to call affectionately, once again, as cat hell, which we just dodged almost as fast as I possibly could, which is amazing. But yeah, basically, if you do not hit that last jump to the finish, you get bonked downwards, and there's 4 cats down there waiting to greet you and say hello. Goedemorgen, or however, whatever cats say at 8:23 a.m. Oh wait, went a little slow there, so I'm gonna be missing a cycle. But yeah, thankfully we hit that jump, so we don't have to worry about it. We're then going to get this gem, and in this stage we're going to partake in what I like to consider perhaps one of the riskier strats that I have to do this run. There is one more run, one more stage that has a riskier strat, but this one is going to be... There we go, there it is! That was lovely work. But yeah, basically what I did was enabled that light bridge to sort of, kind of, sync up the laser cycles there. Doesn't happen consistently. But yeah, basically the idea was to kind of make sure that all of the lasers fire at roughly the same time so that I can boost through them when they're not firing, which I did. I did lose a minute to that in my practice run yesterday, so I'm quite chuffed that that didn't happen this time. Alright, on to this one. We're going to wait for this to be re-enabled, and then we're going to get this lovely thing over here. Oh boy, going to have to wait for this laser cycle. Like that. And that should be near perfect cycle for exactly the one I'm looking for. There it is. Yes, it is perfect cycle territory for this stage. Because basically, if you do the first part of that stage until the Ferdinands perfectly, you get the cycle I just got, which lets me get to the finish without waiting too much. So, that's great. Not waiting on certain strats just so that I don't have to wait at the end. It's fast for the sake of being fast later. What's not to love? Alright, so now we're gonna wait here. Speaking of waiting... And then we're gonna boost up here, get 1, 2, 3 jetpack boosts. And then we're gonna use these little slimy blocks to make our way up. And we're gonna have one more Omega Boost towards the end here. Hopefully I'll be able to hit it. That's not the Omega Boost. Wait a minute. This is it. There it is. Lovely. Lovely stuff. So yeah, again, gem routing, pretty heckin' tight for this stage. So we need every gem that is in our path and slightly out of it so that we can hit the finish. But yeah, that was really nice. Omega Boost. Frame perfect. Very nice. On to the next stage. Let's have a look-see at what that next stage might be. Hip. Okay, we're gonna mash here a little bit, and we're just gonna keep going this way. I'm gonna wait here for these light bridges to re-enable. They're gonna go over yonder. I'm gonna try another Omega Boost here. And I'm gonna fail it, and oh god. That's embarrassing. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah. Basically, I'm embarrassed because I could have grabbed that bar, but instead I moved a little bit too far away to grab it. So, yeah. Not my brightest moment, shall we say. Yeah, let's move right along. We're not gonna get any of these gems because we have 3 gems in our path. Once again, as we clip through this segment here. Normally there's like a puzzle segment with like a whole fan and all that, and I'm like, I don't need that. Let's just clip through the wall, bro. I don't need anything else. But yeah. Alright. Let's now go through this stage. I'd like to take this moment here to kind of to shout out the devs of this game for making some pretty heckin' challenging stages. But as you will see now, we're about to cheese the hell out of this one. Yeah, 3/4 of this stage are gone because we can just clip through that wall using the rocket as the perfect recoil mechanism. It's amazing. It's incredible. So yeah, let's go through this stage now. We're gonna fire this force bolt to clear the mine path ahead. Please. Okay, God. Thank God. If the mines regenerated as right before I went through them, that would have been super unfortunate. But thankfully, that didn't happen, so we can move. Alright, moving on. Let's skip these little spikes without dying to them. Very nice. We're gonna run through here and get this boulder. Normally you're supposed to build like a bit of a staircase to this spot there. But we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna double boulder throw until we get to the finish. It's like simply press BA, BA, BA while holding the grab button. Alright. Moving right along, we're gonna go through the Chapter 6 finale. Pretty tight in terms of routing and tech. Not much to commentate on. It's like it's stuff you already kind of know. So Double, if you have any messages, go right ahead.
Alright, well, I certainly do. Because if you're enjoying what you're seeing here at BSG, be sure to check out our upcoming event, BSG Annual 2022. This week-long event will run from the 14th to the 21st of August, and submissions are open right now. Since on-site has not been confirmed yet, you can select on-site, online, or both for your submission. Check our socials for updates.
Ooh. Exciting. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, people, get your submissions in for BSG Annual.
I know I will.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll probably try for like online, because I don't think the dates are ideal for me for on-site, because I will probably not be in the Netherlands at those times. So, if y'all need an online pre-show, I got you. I got you. But yeah.
We'll keep it in mind.
Mind. Sorry. But yeah, let's finish this stage off with a bang. Not my best moment, but that is perfectly fine. Basically, the idea at the last little segment was to kind of like undercut a little bit the mine segment so that I can kind of like detonate it early
Now, it goes
and then
without saying,
go through
but
it.
cats really
Just like
don't
that.
like to be
Lovely.
ignored. And my oh my, this
Alright, now on to Chapter 7, which is perhaps the most, has the most weapons routing out of any chapter in this entire run. And we start off with a bang here by going, as we go through here into the stage, we're going to switch from our force ball to our boomerang, and you will see why in just a moment. First thing we're going to do is going to enter 7-1. We have already switched to the frog here, and then we're going to throw the frog, go like this, fire this rang, and then as soon as we hit the finish, we're going to switch back to the force ball, because this, again, it's important as soon as we spawn in 7-2. And you'll see why when we get to it. But the idea is that we're going to be doing a lot of sequence breaking. So let's go through here, boost here. We're going to boost up to get this gem. We're then going to skip this checkpoint. And then we're going to go back to let this buzzsaw kill us. And then, as we go through here, we're going to stand, like, on the seam here. And as we do this, we're going to switch to the paper plane, which is going to stand there for a while, and it's not going to detonate. And we're going to use this frog to boost ourselves through this spike gap and into the finish. Which is lovely. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, let me explain how that works. Basically, if you are about to fire any weapon, including the paper plane itself, and before it leaves your hand, you menu into the paper plane, or if you already have the paper plane, you menu out of and back into the paper plane, then in that case, that paper plane gets infinite lifespan, and it doesn't detonate the next time you press the weapon button, unlike what it normally does. So yeah, this is a strat that we're going to be using again here, immediately at the stage, like so, to skip that checkpoint, because you cannot otherwise get that good, basically. But yeah, you will see this a lot. There's like a lot of stages here in Chapter 7 that force you to do the same level layout twice, except in the second or like the third time, the game's just like, oh, now it's a little bit harder, or like blocks are toggling on and off, and you have to like wait for certain cycles. We are not about that life, as you will come to witness. But yeah. Basically, what we're gonna do here is not that, TM. Basically, what I did there was the wrong strat. But yeah, let's go through here. Let's wait there. And so we're gonna use this propeller once again to land on the seam of that, and then get killed by that rocket. And then once we do that, we hit this, and then we hit the exit. But then, yeah. What was it? Wait, what was I gonna say? Sorry, got sidetracked. Yeah, basically we just need 3 gems, and that's it. And so if that means skipping certain parts of the stage to get them, that's fine. Now, welcome to Chapter 7-5. The second of the stages here in this chapter, where you skip as many checkpoints as possible, if not all of them. And in this case, we skip all of them. How do we do that? Well, you will see in just a moment with the hardest checkpoint of this stage, this one right here. Like that! Just a cheeky little double jump over it. You just get 3 gems as you kill yourself and you warp back to the start. And that's 40 seconds saved right there. Assuming you do this casually fast, that's 40 seconds you don't have to worry about. Alright, so I'm gonna hope that I have the right weapon on. Yes, I do. And I'm gonna switch back to the right weapon once again to go through this segment. We're gonna let this buzzsaw through, just like that. Lovely, lovely work. Boom. And there we go. Oh, there we go. Now, okay, now what happened there was, basically, what I tried to do was, what was I gonna say? Yeah, what I was gonna do was hit the pause button as the secret transition happens, because if I do it perfectly, I can actually menu out as the transition to the secret stage happens, and I can save like a second, which is, it doesn't happen often enough that I should be fussed about missing it. But it's always worth it going for it, because it's like a free second that you save every once in a while. But yeah, also that last stage was the hardest stage of the run. I take no questions. Somehow I managed to get through that, surprisingly. But yeah, basically that last stage had a whole puzzle segment where you could just go and unlock the gems. But if you just use 2 frogs, one to get the 3 gems, one to hit the exit, you skip all of that. One less puzzle section to worry about. Now we're gonna switch to Force Ball. Yeah, make sure that I switch to Force Ball. And again, gonna be skipping every single checkpoint that I can here, because all I need to do at the end of this stage is go to this block up top that you're seeing there, and just warp back to the start once I've opened it. 'Cause yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's hit all of this stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. And then we move right along onto 7-9. Now, this stage doesn't exactly have the whole, like, oh, skip some repetitions of the same stage, but it definitely has the whole, skip just certain parts of it. Please, there we go. Thank you. Very lovely. What we're going to be doing is going to be uppercutting the cat into that button. That is important because we need somebody on a green button and somebody on a white button so that we can unlock this little bad boy here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3 hops for the little piggy to come over at the exact time that we need it so that we can jump on it and hit the exit. Which is lovely.
Now go for a beat.
Alright, on to Chapter 7, Finale 1, and this strat that I'm about to show you, if I get it right, and the RNG is in my favor, I can save upwards of 30 seconds. Wish me luck. Again, thank you to the devs for, for making some really challenging stages. We're gonna be skipping like a big part of that. Ouch. We're also gonna get sniped to hell and back by these, by these grenades once again. Okay, so forget the 30 seconds I mentioned earlier. If we're gonna get sniped like this, we're gonna be losing some of that potential time save. But there we go. Here's the segment that is important. Gonna get these wings, gonna drop down, and then jam this boulder onto there. And then we're gonna wait for the rest of these to kind of like jump down and form this little pillar. So that we can actually, oh, wait, no. We're gonna try and hop up. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Thankfully, the path ahead is clear, so I can just do this. And there we go. That's, oh god. Yeah, that's that strat, but actually done in a way that loses me 4 seconds compared to PP. Yes. Lovely. But yeah, you see how volatile this strat is. But at least I got to show it off. But yeah, lots of things can go wrong there. Oh god, okay. Getting sniped by these boublés is less than ideal. So hopefully I don't have to deal with that. Thank you. Then we're gonna dodge this grenade as these two come over. And then just gonna hold right. Call for help on that specific block because that's what gets the piggy over to the button that we need so we can actually get to the finish. So, yes. Exciting times. Exciting times lie ahead. Yes. As
May I interject for a moment?
No.
I admire
No,
your
you can go ahead.
tenacity. Truly I do. For show. But things have really gotten out of...
No, because remember how you mentioned you were hoping that we would be raising 1,000 euros for Mind?
Oh?
Well, I can announce that we are officially halfway to that, thanks to a 130 euro donation from Rondra, simply saying have a nice weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for this donation. That has put us up to exactly 500.
Amazing. Thank you for your insane generosity. And yeah, amazing work. These are the sort of donations we need to hit that 1 thou or 2 thou or both or even more. So yeah, keep those donations coming, everybody. This is a great charity to be raising money towards. So can't wait to see. Oh my god. Goodness me. There we go. I got sniped. Or I girl bossed a little too close to the sun, and I hit the laser. But yeah, welcome to Chapter 8. Not as demanding as a certain Chapter 7 in terms of like weapons routing and the like, but it definitely has its moments where it can be really challenging, even for a speedrunner. Like here, for example. Yes, a little bit of an explanation as to what's going on there. I am jumping a little bit too soon. And basically, there are certain points... oh god, I'm dead. I'm very dead, yep. Oh god. Lovely. Okay, thankfully I saved it here. But yeah, basically, if you jump too early, after you fire a force ball, you're just not gonna get a jump input. Straight up, the game just not gonna give it to you. So, yeah, that's always fun, right? There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna have a quick death here, and then we're gonna get this last gem as this buzzsaw is chasing us and almost killed us. Oh my god. But yeah, we had another little opportunity to get stuff sorted. Right there. But yeah, here's another tricky little strat we're gonna encounter in just a moment. We're gonna go through here. I'm gonna switch to Frog, and you'll see why in just a moment, assuming I get it right. So we're gonna have this rocket guy. We're gonna kill the rocket guy. Oh boy. And that's not exactly how that works. So let's go. 1, 2. We're gonna get this rocket here. Oh god, okay. I was a little bit didn't work out. And this rocket guy is just not cooperating at all. Babe, please. I love you. Don't kill me. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3 mind blocks, and that's that entire section finished. Yeah, we're gonna dodge these lasers here as we go into the last secret of the run. Enjoy the last instance of the secret song as we go through it. But yeah, basically, the way that works is you avoid this entire section where you have to get the duck shark over to the other side so that you can actually get to the... Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
So, Paul, do you have a moment?
I do have a moment. Hit me.
Because we have a request from the lovely chat that's watching this run right now to show off the Buckle Your Pants song.
My dude, I was gonna do that anyway if we had time, so don't you worry, my friends. Yeah.
It has to happen. Let's be real here.
Yeah, it has to happen. The most fun credits song I have encountered. So, yeah, that was gonna happen anyway if we had time for it, so yeah, don't you worry. So yeah, as we go through this segment, this segment here, this is perhaps one of the more technically demanding stages of the run. There's just a bunch of ways where this can go wrong. So let me just make sure that it doesn't. Oh god, okay. So... a perfect storm of events just happened at the end there. Basically, there were spikes above that duck shark, and I hit the pixel leeway that made me not die to them, which is amazing. And so I was able to get on the duck shark's head and not die to that stuff. And at the same time, I also dropped down low enough to hit the yarn, which is 0.3 seconds wasted. And honestly, it kills PB. PB is dead. I'm sorry. Runs over. Go home. Sorry, what? But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. We can go through like this. 2 boosts here and then hold left. Because 2 boosts and holding to the left is going to get us exactly at the exit, which is great. So yeah, let me just give my neck a little crack here. Lovely. As we proceed onto this stage. And again, for perhaps the penultimate time in this run, I would like to thank the devs for providing us with some lovely stages. I must apologize for we have to skip a lot of it, because we just have 3 gems on this half of the stage. So, there you go. We don't need anything else. We have Force Ball, we have Frog, and we have 3 gems. So that's good. But yeah, there we go. On to the last 5 stages of the run. The end is nigh, my friends. So I hope you're all excited for it. This first stage, very dependent on laser RNG here. So just gonna be very careful with how I proceed. Oh, very close to it, but I couldn't get the cycle. Oh, wait. Okay, I need to stop dying to these lasers. Game? Babe? Babe, thank you. Alright, so yeah, lots of laser RNG, and if I were to have not died to that last laser, and then also the second laser, and then finally the first laser, in that exact order, I probably would have had a much faster cycle. But that's okay, because there's one more cheese here to showcase. Hopefully I don't mess it up. But once that frog turns around, we cross that segment without needing a duck shark. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So yeah, this next stage also has a bit of RNG. There's a segment that you're going to see where we have these puzzles, these 3-block puzzles with the dials that have to match once again. Yeah, basically, we are not in complete control of those puzzles. We have a certain something that is kind of also controlling the other side exclusively, and that is buzzsaws. You will see one up top once we get to it. So there we go. That is the worst possible pattern it could give us. So we have to wait for it. Thankfully, I got it right this time on that one, so that was perfectly done. And this was 2 ideal cycles and a horrible one, which is better than what you might expect. It's incredibly rare that all 3 patterns are going to be perfect. But yeah, thankfully, we can get through this segment just right and save just a smidge of time as we go into the last scene before the last 2 finale stages of this run. So yeah, another very tough, incredibly hard stage here that we have to go through. And again, a very lovely example. Ow. Okay, let's try that again once these things respawn. Double rock throw, and single rock throw into the button. Normally, you'd have to use like all 4 of them. What? What? Okay, that has never happened before. These blocks are meant to toggle on and off. To showcase a very hard skip that happens. But they don't? Which is fine, it doesn't soft block me or anything, but what? Okay. The force ball stopped the guy triggering the button. We're gonna need an action replay of that, people. Wow. Alright. Alright, so last 2 finale stages of the run. I'm gonna make sure I have the right weapon to begin with. And then I'm just gonna dodge these rockets as I get on this little boy here. And there we go. This first stage, again, pretty technical. Not many sequence breaks. But the second stage, oh boy. Again, for the last time in this run, regarding set 8 Finale 2, I would like to thank the developers for making a very challenging game. Truly, I feel thoroughly challenged by all of these stages, but unfortunately, your last finale stage, perhaps the hardest of the bunch, yeah, I'm gonna be cheesing the hell out of it by doing this, boosting upwards. That's 2 gems. That's 3 gems. And then just going this way. And get ready on time, my friends, because we have this last segment here. We're gonna be holding left. And as soon as we lose control of our player and we reach the boat and we celebrate reaching the boat, that's gonna be time. But thank you all very much for watching. This has been a lovely run. And I see already from my timer that we're going to be very much underestimate. So get ready to buckle your pants, my friends. Get ready for time and time. Woo-wee.
And so we finally made it back to the boat after
Enjoy
a
the
harrowing,
credits.
exhausting adventure.
GG, well
I bet
played.
your dogs are barking.
And I hope you all
let's
can
face
join
it,
me
most of
for
that ordeal was
a little
unpleasant to the
dance-off.
point of sucking a whole lot.
Thank you for
but
the
now
GGs,
it's time
double.
to relax in the forbidden moonlight of yesterday's promises.
the time we have on a
whatever that
marathon
means,
here
and treat
is,
ourselves to
is
a
a,
nice big mug of hot
121.36.
cocoa. What do you say, Hattie?
Lovely time.
But Hattie
Lovely,
wasn't his
lovely
normal
time.
jovial self anymore, children. He didn't say a word. He didn't even respond to hugs. Freaking hugs! He loves hugs. But he wasn't moving. He wasn't even blinking. Where's he gone to? Where?
Wiggy, wiggy, give me that funky beat. So now it's come to an end. We tried so hard, but lost it all. And you were my best friend. You were my Hattington. Hattie Hattington. And when you reached for help, we were too late to take your hand. But we're here now. You're the moon and we're your stars. And we're here for you as you fade into the dark. Fade into the dark.
I love you, Hattie. So your best friend's a vegetable now, blah, blah, blah. But you know what they say? When life gives you potatoes, you make potato salad. And I got just the recipe. Hit it! Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Pull up your socks and dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants. Hey, I said dance. Buckle your pants. Buckle your pants. Ladies, buckle your pants. Gentlemen, buckle your pants. Boys and girls of all ages, buckle your pants, or they might fall down. Hey, you, buckle your pants. Yes, you, buckle your pants. Everybody, buckle your pants. But if you don't want to, no, that's fine.
Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants, or your pants will fall to the ground. Buckle your pants, just buckle them, babies, nice and tight, please. Buckle your pants, 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 buckle your pants. Buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants, buckle your pants,
I'm good. Okay. It ain't buckle your pants if you're not falling off by the end of it. So yeah, this is also foreshadowing for pit people, by the way. So there you go.
Yeah, fall off your chair or punch your mic, which is what I did. I had it muted, don't worry.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I get it. Because of the... Yes. It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Any last words before we sign off here?
Any last words before we sign off? Thank you for watching this Battleblock Theater run in 1:21:35. Decent time. If you want to check out more speedruns that I do and just casual gameplay, twitch.tv/Paulister. Head over there, give me a follow, and hopefully I'll stream again sometime soon. But thank you for having me, BSG. Hope I can run and volunteer for more events in the foreseeable future. But yeah, over to you, Double, for some last messages before intermission.
Yes, indeed, some last messages. So yeah, thank you for this wonderful run of Battleblock Theater and the absolutely phenomenal Buckle Your Pants song. And yes, we are going to be heading to an intermission to get the next run set up for you. Which, let me check which one that is. It's gonna be Space Station Silicon Valley Any Percent by Yaiko2111. So stay tuned for that, as well as the several of the other that will be happening, which you can check by typing !schedule in the chat. This will also be the end of my hosting shift. I'll be handing it over to none other than Zeta to be your host for the next set of runs. So thank you to BSG for letting me host. Goodbye everybody and have a wonderful night.
Bye bye!